drive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Cardinals' offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Lincoln Keenholz. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw one first. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Atkins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last kick. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cardinals! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. Bryson Donaldson, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. You know this guy's been an absolute game breaker, toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Bringing it out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, gonna throw it. Snags it. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Holt. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
When first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
On the run deep down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun. Lost one deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to establish the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A 1st down for the offense. A give to Brown. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Atkins. Snags it and he's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Brown. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now after the misfire, it leaves him with 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll run with Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Louisville! That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
2nd down, gonna throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
All by himself. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the 1st down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Break. Here we go.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Ready to go.
Hand off for Brown. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Miller. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Louisville. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Going to the run, it's Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top. Touchdown, Cardinals! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Takes off. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. On first and 10 from the 38. To throw, it's right. Under pressure, and he gets it away.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down.
Ready, go!
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rush is on, and it's a sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. The give to Davis. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's right. Look out. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for running room. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's right. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out wide left, it's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Hand it to the back. All over him immediately. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Give to the back. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Stopped right there. Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Turning it on. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.